Prepper Chan here. If you don't own an impact wrench, then fuck you! Everybody knows that there's only two genders. There are people who own air compressors. And there are women. So when I would slowly crawl to a stop, my anti-lock brakes were making this sound. In this video, I'm going to show you how to change the wheel bearings in a 2000 Chevy Suburban, which should be the same as any of the other 4x4 trucks from that era. Remember to subscribe to my channel and ring the notification bell because they've completely fucked up any way of searching for me, or anybody else for that matter that isn't CNN. Also, check me out on Minds.com, which is like the coolest fucking thing in the universe. They pay you cryptocurrency to shitpost dank memes. Got my bearings in the mail from the People's Republic of China. Rad Lagersatz, whatever that means. I'm about to rip the wheels off of this fucker. And you want to do this really fast, because really fast is how you win. You want to win. So next we have to remove all of this brake hardware, and as you can see by my InfoWars sticker, 1776 is about to fucking commence. This is an 18mm socket that goes on the back of this caliper. Next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to pry the squeezy part off of here. The frame bolts are 18mm too. I thought they were bigger, but they're not. Now that that's off of there, I can just pull this rotor off. This is actually coming off really good. It usually doesn't. Well, it's hard to do with one hand. And there's my wheel hub, and it's got this cap over it. I gotta pry that off of there and disconnect the speed sensor. And then there's 3 bolts back here. There's 1, 2, 3. This down here is a 36mm nut. So I put this pry bar here to keep this from spinning when I took the nut off. These bolts are 15mm back here. And you're going to want to use a cool swivel socket like this, because it's really hard to get back there. I still couldn't get in there with the impact wrench, so I had to use this normie wrench, but it'll work. I've got pliers for pulling this speed sensor out of here, and the cable goes all the way up in here. It's kind of a pain in the ass. Alright, I got my speed sensor cable loose to all the connections. I used a screwdriver for most of these. This one just pushes forward along these little dovetail track thingies. I'm going to beat this thing with a fucking hammer so that it goes this way, and that should work. If you have a 7-year-old like I do, he'll take your hammer to smash rocks behind your car. That's pretty normal. So I was just about to give up when and buy a whole new steering knuckle and everything. I found out that was like $200, so I'm like, fuck this, I don't want to spend all of that. So I got my fuck you wedge. This is my fuck you wedge, and I'm making some progress with that. Alright, I finally got it. I fucked up the threads on those bolts that I was fucking with, though. Ew. Fuck. I don't even know where they are. There they are. Yeah, you see these nicks in the thread? That might be a little bit too much. I might need to get new bolts. I had to go to like 3 different stores in order to get these fucking bolts last night. Pretty much ruined my whole fucking life. So I got my bolts in, and this brake rotor has only been outside for like less than 24 hours, and it's completely rusted up. It's pretty impressive. Here's my shiny new bearing hub and speed sensor. This thing was about the same price as these 3 bolts. Fuck those bolts. This new sensor wire came with its own little clicky fastener thing, so I have to rip these out. And I got these totally sweet body pry bars, and you should be jealous of me for that. Yeah, fuck you. It's all wired up. It's really hard to find the hole for the top one. Story of my life. And this thing pops out of here really easy. I don't know how much I like that. So this wire coming off the speed sensor was actually rubbing up against the back edge of this rotor in this click position. I just zip stripped it to this flexi brake line. Maybe that's what caused the last one to fail. Now I'm going to compress these pistons by putting a brake pad in between there to kind of bridge the gap, and then I'm going to grab this with a C-clamp. Alright, I screwed the brakes back together. This is pretty much done. I got this little dirt protector cap. This one doesn't go on the new hub bearings, so screw it. It goes in the garbage. But that's pretty much the entire job. All done, and I just got to put this cosmetic cover thing on. Changing these bearing hubs out on my car was like the most horrible experience of my entire life. So, you fucking have fun with it now.